Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is CBA Week 1. I'm your host, Michael Slands, also the admin and founder of the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association, also known as Collegiate PUBG. We are glad to have you guys back for another season. We've got about 9 teams joined. It's a little bit of a smaller season, 28 players in the lobby, and we're on Karakin. So definitely a mix-up from what we've seen in the past, but I'm excited to see how this goes. As we've got a minute until the plane path goes along, I'll give a quick intro to our teams. As you will also see them uh, on the left side of your screen now. Team number 1 comprised of Mixter, Melipanda, Flashia, and Gribbles, members from mostly Florida State University and the surrounding area. Team number 2, we have Crawfresh, Winlow, Regimes, and Arctic, all members of North Carolina State University. Team number 3, we have Fagoholic, Risky Husky, Mr. Blockhead, Eric Brisket, and Pulsify, members of University of Cincinnati. Team number 4, we've got Span Cargo, Dragons Legends, Nomad Wrath, and Senior Judy, all members of the University of Central Florida. Team number 5, we've got Magnum, Mitchy Boy, Frozo, and Kingdom Plays, mostly members of Cal Berkeley. Team 6, we got Shabs, Quack Duty, Link, and Cruzy, all members of University of British Columbia. 7, we got P. Lewis, Jack, Backjeever, Colt Pup, Jay Chang, all members. Actually, it's like a combination of southeastern schools. Marn, Sneak Attack, Frodo, and Culpepper all on Team 8, mostly comprised of teams or members from Concordia University. And team number 9, we have Bondsguard, Weasel Weds, Melanie Sports, and King Nato, both kind of a northeastern free agent team. So let's go ahead and hop on to it. We're going to spectate Weasel Wes, picked up a Scar Elf for himself. Already got the helmet and some level 1 armor as well. In the surrounding area, we do see Nomad Wrath go down to Cruzy really early on in the game. And that's going to be the kind of the theme of this map. It's a small lobby, but there's still each team should have a decent landing zone, but there's still going to be some contention as well as some early game fights. So definitely a preference in going forward with this season over Aaron Girl will, where it might have been a very early looting phase, or very long looting phase, I should say. Taking a look at Gribbles, he's got a Vector loadout right now, along with that MPK5. And these guys are trying to find... I think that's Weasel on the other side of the wall here. On the balcony is going to go down. Gribble's going to get the kill with the Vector there. But also, you can gonna get Bondsguard with Car 98. So that's gonna be Weasel going out with Bondsguard as well as our first team out here in week 1. Looks like most of our early game action has kind of subsided for now. as the zone closes in. Still plenty of the map available throughout this first zone. Gonna have a care package dropping closer to Harika Nemo. Did it already land? Oh, it did land. Take a look at what's inside real quick. Got an MG3, and quite a lot of utility and armor in there as well. And we've also got a Panzerfrost as well. So, cool thing about this map is that a lot of it is actually destructible. Like these walls that you see here can actually be knocked down by grenades and explosives. The black zone is turned off for Karakin for CBA. But everything else is pretty much on the default. We'll see Arctic Wolf from North Carolina State University taking an eye down at UCAN. Gonna lay down some shots. There's a couple in there. Gonna take him down to about a quarter HP. But has managed to find some cover behind the building down there. Arctic Wolf now has got Team 1 locked down. When they're going to be keeping an eye out on the horizon, making sure he's not flanked. He does see Migster. That's Florida State, for the most part, kind of being very spread out in this early game. Take a quick look at the map. As our first zone did close, we will have the next zone closing in pretty soon as well. Arctic Wolf actually gonna take a shot. I think that was from the direction of Colt Pup. These guys are getting some return fire. Colt Pup landing some shots down there with the SLR. Got plenty of ammo to do it and the meds to heal up as well. He's got 5 first aids and a med kit for himself. He's gonna take a break in the building there. Wait for his team to rotate closer towards him. And we will take a look back at North Carolina State University. As they rotate into this compound. Still not a whole lot of action going on. Teams are getting closer together, and the zone is closing in. We see Dragon Legends and Big Butt Judy spotting out Figaholic and the rest of the University of Cincinnati squad up there on the hill. University of Central Florida, one of the few remaining teams that have competed in all 8 seasons of Collegiate PUBG. Excited to have them back as always. Take a look over now at the Texas squad. Laying down some firepower towards that southwestern quarter. Pulsify gonna get knocked by regimes there with the CAS. Figaholic also spotted out as well, gonna be taking some shots as well. Smoke's gonna be coming out from the University of Cincinnati squad. And North Carolina State University might like to push this. We will take a look into our third zone. There's a lot of teams along here on this northeastern side of the map. It's jumping back to Mitchie Boy and Kingdom from the University of California, Berkeley. There's a lot of long-range SLRs currently. Colt Pup gonna get a knock there as well. Blockhead gonna be spotted out by Dragon Legends and be taken down to 22 HP. Colt Pup gonna spot out Risky Husky there as well, take him down to half HP. And a lot of kills coming in now. Big Butt Judy getting back Jeever, and You Cannot Redo knocking Arctic Wolf. Arctic Wolf gonna go down to Sneak Attack though. Mixter gonna get Fagaholic as well. Mixter going off hard with the SKS over here. Big Butt Judy gonna get down back Jeever as well. Pulsify gonna get knocked as well to Mixter. And this FSU squad looking pretty strong. It's gonna be a lot of long-range SLR fights. You won't really get too much into close-range action, unless of course you're in one of these cities, but for the most part it looks like the DMRs are the way to go. How is Risky not spotted out by Gribbles here? Gribs actually gonna go down to Colt Pup. And his team's going to have to rotate towards him if they want to get that res up. Smokes do come out. Nice thing about Karakin is that there are a lot of bridges to hide from shots, but there's also, if you're on the wrong side of the hill, there's definitely a lot of open space. But Colpop doing a great job of keeping FSU at bay. All these teams on the northeastern side going to have to push into the zone here to get in. It won't take out a lot of players, but it will start to hurt and use a lot of your meds. Garu from LSU going to be taking some shots over at Dragon Legends and Big Butt Judy at USF. And actually there are jammer packs, so that will help some of those players rotating late if they have those. Dr. Winlow gonna get that kill. Or knock, rather. You cannot redo. A lot of teams want to play the edge here just because the middle of the map is so hard and you don't want to, you know, have all 12 sides of you exposed. Take a look back at the map here. We've got Kingdom and Mitchie Boy from Cal Berkeley in the zone, and there's actually a full squad on top of UBC. This is Frodo, Sneak Attack, Culpepper, and Morns. Just gonna walk on by the UBC squad. Culpepper is gonna be careful here to make sure he doesn't get shot in the back when this UBC squad rolls out. And here they come out, Cruzy in the squad. Gonna get all the backs of the Texas squad. Culpepper gonna get knocked. Sneak Attack gonna go down Frodo. Gonna try and do what he can, but he's super exposed right now. Gonna try and get over the hill. He does, but his two teammates are down, as well as the rest of the squad on that hill of UCF. Mitchie Boy gonna kill onto sneak attack, and Cruzy gonna finish that kill onto Culpepper. And here's this ridge that you gotta play. 5 teams alive with 11 players remaining. Frodo is actually not on this team. The rest of UBC is actually prone here. He's gonna get Link. UBC Jack doesn't quite spot him out. Frodo dropping some flashbangs, accidentally flashbanged himself. Cruzy's just prone there. He's gonna get him from the bush. Gonna get jacked as well. All this smoke spots him out. Gonna get them while he reloads, and that's gonna be a 1v3 wipe. Frodo coming out big there. For that Concordia, Texas squad. Teams have a little bit of time to make a rotation here. Frodo's the last remaining member of Team 8, trying to find his way into the circle as the edge creeps towards him. Garu gonna get Winlow over here, actually. And Culpup wasn't quite next to him to help him out. Beck's gonna go ahead and knock Garu and probably finish him right here. Or just let the zone do the job for him. Culpup trying to be a little sneaky there with the Molotov, but Beck is not gonna have it and gonna take him out there. Down to 3 teams right now. Frodo actually went down, so down to our last 2. It's a 2v2. Cal actually started with 2 players in this game, and they have looked strong ever since. Kano gonna get a huge knock on the regimes. They're just gonna make this a 2v1 situation. Beck gonna go for the revive here as the University of California, Berkeley pushes up this hill. Gonna see what they can make of it. The res does go through Mitchy Boy with the AUG on the flank. And that they might be able to scissor pinch them here, as they do have to jump off this ridge because zone is gonna start to hurt. As you see, gonna go down. Mitchy Boy's gonna get 1. Beck's gonna be the last remaining member. He is spotted out by Mitchy Boy. Gonna get down and low and finished. That is game number 1. Kingdom plays and Mitchy Boy taking out the whole lobby with just 2 players on their team. Great match between these 2. And that's gonna do it for game 1 of week 1. Here at CBA, Mitchy Boy and Cal coming in first, NCSU coming in second, Culpup, kind of the southeastern squad, in third, Frodo, that's the Texas squad, coming in fourth, and Cruzy and UBC, University of British Columbia, coming in fifth. So, great set of kills and rotations, and I enjoyed that. So we're gonna take a short break here, get game number 2 set up. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to week one of Collegiate Battlegrounds Association Collegiate PUBG. This is Slans, your host and caster for tonight. We are on game number 2 at Karakin with 8 teams in the lobby. It's exciting to see these matches go on as players, kind of feel out this map for themselves and have some early engagements as well. Immediately we're going to see the boys in orange from UC Cincinnati drop down to the north to Bahar Sanir. And everyone else should be able to find a spot for themselves. This map's not too big, so you can kind of go where you need to and react as players drop out of the plane. But Dragon Legends, I'm not sure where Dragon Legends was planning on going. Kind of got separated from their team right there. Gonna catch up with Nomad Wrath. And Big Butt Judy's actually off to the side as well. Beck's actually gonna be trying to take some shots there. I don't think any of them connected, but definitely take those shots when you can. Take a look at the map here. It's actually a very northwestern zone. So it's going to be very interesting. Going to cut off a lot of the land here just in this first circle. It will shift back down though, but that's actually a substantial amount, and the southern border is going to be. There's some C4 going off there. Beck breaking into the vault down here. Got a ton of loot in here now. Ton of ammo. There's actually some more C4 on the ground. A lot of gold, but not an item you can actually pick up. We are hearing some more demolitions going off. They are fairly loud, so they do carry quite some distance if you do decide to use those C4s or grenades. And the smallness of this map doesn't make it any easier to hide. Kingdom and Mitchy Boy now joined up with Weasel Wez and Bondsguard. Taking an eye down at UCF there. Kingdom gonna be taking some shots as well. Nomad thinking they just broke into a vault as well. Dragon Legend's gonna be spotting out these guys up here on the ridge. Ponsguard getting beamed by regimes over to the north there. All of the NC squad covering that ridge. Dragon Legends trying to find some heads. Peeking that ridge. Spots out Kingdom. There was a hole in the wall, but I don't know if you can actually shoot through it. Kingdom and Bondsguard rotating around here. Dragon Legends. Who's gonna spot who first? They are heard. Bondsguard gonna go down. Dragon Legends gonna get one with the UMP, but getting beamed by the NC State squad. That's some C4 being thrown. Weasel West gonna take some shots, but Kingdom gonna actually get the kill there and be taken down. NC State still doing a lot of suppression up here, firing down at Florida State. Next three, can Winlow get one more? Looking like no. And there's still sneak attack in University of Texas up there on that hill. Behind Mellow Panda. Beck gonna get Mellow. Their spot sneak. Finished off with a headshot there as well. Sneak attack gonna be hiding around the ridge there, and NC State just has a huge line of sight on this whole entire map right now. Trying to fight off 3 squads at once. University of Maddie actually got gifted a crate up there to the north. But Judy getting away just barely, taken down to about half HP. This NC State squad is looking very strong in this game number 2 right now. Taking a look at the map here, the circle still slowly shifting north. Coldpup gonna be taken down to 3 HP there. Gonna use a med kit to get his health back up. UCAN spots out UCF there, but he's got Mitchy Boy, Weasel West, and Kingdom all behind him. Does he spot him out? Yeah. Just take the shot, Mitchy. There it is. Can't stay still for too long. Otherwise, Mitchy Boy's got that M24. Seven teams remaining. We did lose 1 team. 23 players still alive. And this free agent team looking to make their way into the zone with the rest of UCF looking down at them. Oh, just missed him right there. Mitchy Boy trying his best to get a headshot there, and a Big Butt Judy behind the rock. Taken down to about half HP. Gonna continue to advance up this ridgeline. Gonna try and push to this wall here. Actually is choosing to push this very aggressively with his team behind him to support. Gonna have to switch to his M4 here for this close range. Spot up Big Butt Judy. Gonna take him down to half HP. Nomad Math gonna return some shots as well. Molotov gonna go off, probably get Big Butt Judy off of that rock, but the smoke did come out as well. Don't quite think that Molotov landed. Headshot coming out there, Big Butt Judy down to about a sliver of health. But in the smoke, can Mitchy Boy finish the job? Nomad Wrath did get taken out by NC State out there to the north. Big Butt Judy also going to go down, and that's going to be UCF going down in 7th. Now NC State's turned their attention to team number 5, Weasel Wes, who is currently pinned behind a wall right there. Beck gonna get him with a headshot. And Mitchy and Kingdom gonna try and do their best. Making this rotation around here, University of British Columbia is off to the corner behind them, but currently distracted with other teams right now. He's got Cole Pup over there, as you see on the map. 6 teams left. Sneak Attack's team just now getting into the zone. And UC has had all game to loot, bar Sahir. So they should be pretty kitted to fight whatever teams come their way. We will take a look over at them. Fagaholic spotting out Kingdom plays here just over the ridge. Mitchy Boy taking a shot as well. Mitchy Boy running through the trees. 2 shots landed. Is going to be able to get away and actually into the city. Kingdom plays also pushing as well. Fagaholic spot out Kingdom, who's running, gets 1 shot, 2 shot, taken down to half, and turns out okay. Colpel going to be taking some shots as well, down to 15 HP. Does have some regen going, but gonna use a first aid there. Backcheaver as well. He's got Winlow right on top of him. Just wasn't able to get out that G13. Arrow gonna help him out though. And Regimes is on the flank as well. A lot of players knocked up here on this hill. Whoever wins might be able to res their team, but Kingdom and Mitchy Boy are also coming to join this fight. There's a ton of players knocked up here. There's a lot of kills waiting to be claimed. And Regimes is going to be the one to do it, but Winlow might go down to the zone here. They got to push in. Kingdom actually going to go down. Regimes falls to Mitchy Boy. Team 7 and Team 2 both go out. Kingdom going to try and crawl to the circle in order for Mitchy Boy to res. It's going to be close. I don't know if it's going to be possible, and it's not. He dies right on the edge. Unfortunate. Mitchy Boy should have just taken the zone there, healed him up, and then both been healed, but he is going to be swatted out by Mr. Blockhead regardless and taken out shortly after his teammate. Down to 3 teams. 2 in the city here. Got Team 8 and Team 3. University of Cincinnati and Free Agents of Texas. And we've also got University of British Columbia on the hill up there. Gonna end this in the city, which is gonna be a fun ending. The wild card in here is UBC on the hill. UBC, Jack rocking the Winchester. Mr. Blockhead gonna go down to sneak attack. Might be able to get rezzed here. Doesn't look like sneak attack and his team are looking to push this quite yet, as there are still 11 players alive. Zone is moving in on this UBC squad, and they actually don't have too much cover on this ridge, and this zone shift hard in favor of University of Cincinnati. Risky Husky gonna be in the water and get up here, trying to get this flank off, but is spotted out by Frodo and Morns there. He's gotta be careful, he can't really get back up here anymore. Cruzy, Jack, all going to fall to the combination of sneak attack and University of Cincinnati. Down to 2 teams alive. It is a 4v4, so even matchup in the city of Barca here. Uh-oh. C4 being tossed out, trying to, you know, take advantage of some of that building decay. Mr. Blockhead gonna go down, didn't even have a chance to get off 2 bullets of his Vector. Barnes gonna throw that Molotov and just burn Mr. Blockhead. Team favor on the side of this Texas free agent team. Eric Brace waiting for someone to peek there. Culpepper does do it. Not sure if another member will peek that window again. Culpepper's thinking about it. Barely. Both teams kind of trade off 50-50. One of these members from University of Cincinnati is going to have to, you know, make this play and get those knocks. Although sneak attacks, 1 grenade in this building could do some damage. Zone does shift. This is going to be some close quarters combat. Team's gonna drink their energy drinks and their painkillers before this fight. Eric Brisket gonna be spotted out on the corner there. Flashbang being thrown out by Frodo. Bigaholic gonna go down to Culpepper. Frodo gonna get the flush here. And I think it's just Eric Brisket all alone, but they don't actually know where he is. They're looking. They spot him out, and he gets spotted by all of his team. Number 1 going to sneak attack Culpepper, Morns, and Frodo with a combined 8 kills. Second place going to University of Cincinnati with 2 kills. Number 3 going to the University of British Columbia. Number 4 going to free agents Mitchy Boy, Weasel, Kingdom Plays, Bondsguard. And 5 going to North Carolina State University. We'll take a short break and be back with game number 3 in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back everyone to week 1 of Collegiate PUBG. This is game number 3 on Karakin. This plane zone going to be going from the southwest corner to the northeast, giving players a chance to drop on any city they want to. Pepper Sneak Attack Morn's gonna go out early and go towards Al Hayek. Weasel, Bondsguard, Mitchie Boy, and Kingdom gonna go south as well. Kinda drop spread out. UCF looking to be central of the map as well. Mellow Mixter and You Cannot Redo all going for Hadika Nemo. And it doesn't look like we're gonna have any early engagements. Winlow might be looting up here and taking some pot shots down at this number 1 squad here. Zone pretty favorable for all these teams. None of them are outside of it. Had anyone dropped Al Habar, wouldn't really have been an issue. They would have also gotten a lot of loot, being the only team there, as well as Bashara. But Winlow gonna be looting up real quick. He knows that Team 1 Melapanda and Mixter did not drop too far away from him. And it's looking like we might have a slower start to game 3 as teams are finally figuring out, you know, drop locations and different strategies going forward. Nomad, does he see this British Columbia squad? He's looking for him. I feel like he knows that they're there. Oh, you just missed him. He's to the left. Spots out UBC Link. Nomad take the shot. He's missing 4. 1, 2, 3. Got him. Can this UCF squad capitalize on this knock? But Judy's gonna be taken down. Not in a great spot along the ridge here. Nomad gonna be trying to bounce back and knocks UBC Link again. That's gonna be the second knock from UBC Link. And gonna go down and flushed there by Nomad. Has Cruzy and UBC jacked both pinned. Gonna take a 61 headshot there. Trying to just lay down some suppression. Let UBC Jack get healed up here. But Judy is still down. He's currently being rezzed by Dragon Legends. Ooh. That's actually a big far shot from Bondsguard with a Winchester. From distance, that's at least 300 meters, 300 yards. UCF still trying to knock out this British Columbia team, but I don't know how successful you'll be with a crossbow and some C4. And gonna be spotted out. That's Bondsguard with that Winchester trying to just take some pot shots. Lands a couple onto Jacked there. These guys see UCF down here? Dragon Legend's gonna be taken out by Jack there. going to be flushed as well. NCSU gonna also pinch Big Butt Judy. Regime's looking to push. And he gets him. Now it's EQC's turn to try and make something of this fight. Down 1. Trying to fight the mammoth that is NCSU. And British Columbia gonna decide to run while they still have legs. Cold Pup actually gonna knock Regimes from downtown with the SLR. Take a look at the map here real quick. North Carolina State team in the middle of all this mess. We'll jump over here to the north. We're back here in Nauru are taking some shots down at this FSU squad. Gotta be careful about these two players on the flank. Mixter trying to push up here. Going to knock You Cannot Redo, but Backcheaver trying to get them. Does manage to get Mixter. Gribble's having a hard time pushing up this hill. We'll see if they try and res. Looks like they will. Millipanda gonna get You Cannot Redo, and Mixter probably shortly after actually stopped the res, and Gribble's gonna get Backcheaver with the MP5K. And Cold Pup in the zone. That was some weird shots, those didn't register. Never really actually used oh, Cold Pup gonna go down there as well, gonna be eliminated in 7th. Beck just laying down shots on the Millipanda, gonna knock him. And zone is gonna shift to the west there. This FSU squad's gonna have a very hard time rotating into the zone, and they're gonna have a long way to go. Mitchie Boy Keenum plays in Bodsguard, all the only team in this circle right now. Currently controlling it for themselves. Sneak attack, gonna try and push in through the south. UC gonna try and push in through the north there. Here comes the rest of NCSU. Running like ants up there on the hill. As Mitchie Boy throws down some shots long range with the SLR. And Mitchy Boy, no shortage of ammo in this little bunker. UBC currently just hiding out in the bunker here as they're hopefully waiting for FSU to push through. See if Gribbles can sneak up here behind this University of Cincinnati squad. They seem to currently be distracted, but they are making quite a lot of noise. Oh my gosh, it's a spotted, not even looking, and snuck up on by Gribbles. Mixter gonna go down. Risky Husky there, but gonna be traded by Gribbles, and Risky going to be the last one up. Sorry, that was actually Mr. Blockhead that went down. And the MP5K doing a lot of work for Gribbles here. Currently has 5 kills. I think they're all on that gun. Is UBC still in the zone? It looks like they are. I don't know. Guess they got knocked, but still. Bonsguard still working with this Winchester. Seems to be a favorite of his. And CSU laying down some shots. UBC Jack gonna go down to zone. And I think his teammate will follow fairly shortly after. UBC Jack is going to knock UBC Jack. I'm not sure how that worked, but it did. Mitchy Boy down to 1 HP. Barely gets out with the skin on his teeth. And this California squad gonna push into this compound and try and recover some of the health that they just lost in that engagement. Sneak attack actually has some high ground up here on this building. But sure enough, are spotted out by NC State. Proto. Cruzy actually got Kingdom. He's just being a rat in the zone here, but it's gonna be traded by Mitchy Boy. Kingdom. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get rezzed here. Mitchy Boy, who's also in the zone, gonna have to med up himself. So these guys are just caught in a bad situation. Fortunately, no one is on this side of the zone for Mitchy Boy, so he should be able to get in without any casualties. Sneak attack gonna get Bonds guard there. Michi Boy gonna be rotating as far as he can. Maybe he can spot out Winlow here. But he's gonna have to have a gun out here if he's going to... Oh, he did spot out Winlow. Oh, but Winlow also saw Michi Boy there. Molotov gonna be thrown out. Winlow gonna be super exposed, but just takes that fight with no issues. Leaving us with 3 squads remaining. 9 players left. Gribble's gonna be hiding as the only solo player alive. He did switch out his MP5K for the barrel. And NC State looking to push through here. There's a lot of, so these walls are actually have bullet penetration. So Regime's knows. He's looking at the window here, waiting for Gribbles to make a move. And Sneak Attack's team does have the high ground, but might be at a disadvantage if this zone shifts out of their favor. Warren's currently just trying to keep tabs on where North Carolina State is. Shots being shot out there by Morns. North Carolina State University gonna have to fight their way out of this, but fortunately, the free agent squad of Texas is going to have to fall and move off of these roofs. See that smoke wall being thrown out by North Carolina State as Arctic Wolf leads the wraparound. Frodo in the front line as well. A few shots being exchanged by Arctic there. Frodo gonna be taken down super low. Nades being exchanged as well. Frodo, ooh, barely missed Arctic Wolf there. Spotted out. Arctic Wolf gonna take some shots. One's gonna get Regimes here on the right side. They're playing around this water tower. It's pretty close. It's 1-4 in favor of this Texas squad. Last one remaining is Winlow, and he will go down, making Sneak Attack Morns, Frodo, and Culpepper your winner of Game 3. In second place, you have University of North Carolina. Third place, you have the Florida squad. Fourth place, you have the Cal squad. And in fifth place, you have the British Columbia squad. Alrighty, that concludes Game 3. We will have one last game after this one for week number 1 of Collegiate PUBG. Stick around, and we'll be right back. Welcome back everyone to Collegiate PUBG Season 8. This is game number 4 of Week 1. We are on Karakin with no black zone and a plane path going from the north to the south to the northwest. Mixter and his squad going to be dropping towards Hadika, Nemo. Gonna have a couple of teams down here on near cargo ship actually. We'll see if any of them decide to break off from each other, but Kingdom and Bondscard looking like they're going to go north, but deciding to circle back around this time around. And actually, we might have a fist fight on our hands. Mr. Blockhead with the S686 trying to find the lonely Mitchy boy that dropped below. Mitchy boy actually going to get the first hand there and knock Fagaholic. Mitchy boy going to get carried by Eric Brisket though. Weasel Wes also going to go down and finished by Mr. Blockhead there. University of Cincinnati does win the exchange but loses one in return. Bondscard though up here on the ridge with the M16. Maybe he can pick off someone from this fight, as the University of Cincinnati is going to have to rotate out of this compound. They can't stay here forever. There's only a finite amount of loot there. It's going to be up to Kingdom and Bondscard to decide what they decide to do. I think they are looking like they're just going to wait this one out, and they do see Ricky. Easy headshot coming out there. Just one tapped and finished. Gonna make this an even 2v2 fight now between this California free agent team and University of Cincinnati. Huge exchange coming out there. Take a look at the map real quick while we don't have a second. And you can see where all the teams landed. And I'll leave it off the map for a second as Eric Brisket and Mr. Blockhead down to half HP each. Both these teams are not inside the circle, so they are going to have to rotate. And they're going to have to rotate pretty far as well. Some vector burst shots coming out from Kingdom up there on the ridge. Or sorry, that was actually a micro Uzi. Just trying to bait them out. Get them to peek and maybe, you know, land a couple headshots to finish the job there. Eric Brisket shows himself, but immediately goes back inside. This is going to be a long stalemate, and both these teams are gonna eventually have to push into the zone. I think Kingdom saw Eric there. Gonna win the trade. Kingdom gonna get hit by Mr. Blockhead as well. Bondscard trying to get the wrap here on the other side. I'm not sure if the University of Cincinnati knows. Mr. Blockhead taken down super low and finished the job on the University of Cincinnati, but they do have the zone on their backs. Gonna have to find whatever loot University of Cincinnati managed to find in this compound and put their guns away and start running. Florida State making their way towards the north side as well. Regimes from North Carolina State University also finding Mixter. Some small exchanges going between these two teams, as well as third-party shots coming out from Colt Pup and the boys in green. Regime just currently trying to find the man ahead. A few shots going to the dirt. Both Regimes and Wolf. Gribble's actually pushed up here. NC State got to be very careful they don't overextend here, but Gribbles and team trying to make an aggressive push. Ooh! Arctic Wolf saw Mellow Panda but did not see Gribbles. Gribbles taken down to 6 HP. Gonna try and get this first aid kit off before he's pushed. Winlow and Arctic Wolf both have this angle, but Gribbles gonna get the exchange. Arctic Wolf doesn't opt to res yet. Is going to start it now. Gribbles. Mixter rejoins the group. Beck pushing over towards Arctic Wolf. Gribbles, he's just got to push a little bit further. Sees the head. Gets traded by Beck, though. Both these players are down so low. Gribbles going to get traded. Regime's going to go down to Mixter. Mixter going to have a 3v1 on his hands. He does have Mellow Panda behind him supporting. But Beck and Winlow did manage to get healed up. Beck spots out Mixter. Mellow Panda on the move now. Going to try and return the favor, but is not able to. He's got the MP5K. And unfortunately, his team and squad will fall as he decides to fall back. And NC State now might try to make a push. You see 4 of them just cresting that hill. Not much you can do as a solo here. You're kind of stuck. It's do or die. And he's just gonna get beamed down by Arctic Wolf and the rest of NC State. Gonna take a look back at the map here. You have Kingdom Plays and Bondscar still in here. They do manage to find some loot for themselves down here in these bunkers. As you can see, they go for quite some time, and there's plenty of loot down here as well. But they still have quite a way to go until they are out of this blue zone. And this blue zone, every time it gets to another circle, it's just going to tick a little bit harder. Pull Pup trying to get some long-range shots down there on Cruzy from UBC. Here's the shots from North Carolina State University as well. Doesn't quite spot him out, but UCF down here actually spots out Bondscar and Kingdom. Cruzy just gets a nice headshot there on the Nomad Wrath. UBC Link trying to peek him out. This UBC squad looks like they're all running Winchesters. Ooh, it's a nice shot there. Gonna get Big Bachuti again. Nomad Wrath gonna be able to heal up. And Cruzy's secondary or primary? It's an M249 with plenty of ammo. And there's a flank actually trying to come out from Dragon Legends, but he is gonna be knocked. Cruzy gonna try and control this M249 spray. It is pretty hard. Does have the 3 times on it. Kingdom Plays actually gonna be third-partying this fight in the back. From the zone, they forgot about him. Oh, Kingdom spots out Link, takes a shot. And UBC knows where Kingdom Plays is now. Is going to have to find a way into the zone, as it is now moving even further away from them. University of British Columbia also needing to move as well. Bonsguard trying to take some shots as they run out. And UCF still alive here, but they are getting crept up on by this UBC squad. There's the M249 spray coming out. Lands 2 there. Gonna pull out the Winchester. It's a little bit more steady of a shot. Link does go down though, so Cruzy gonna be the last one alive. Gonna choose to reload here. UBC Link, he's like, res me. Res me. Cruzy not gonna do it. Link is going to go down to Judy. And Nomad still keeping Cruzy at bay. And Kingdom and Bonsguard also on this side over here. But there is some other action going on in the city between two of our top teams right now. NC State and Free Agents of Texas. Bonsguard gonna get Daru there. Gonna jump back. Back Jeever gonna go down as well. The headshot coming from the SKS. Colt Pup gonna be the last one alive for this southeastern squad. And Kingdom Play is gonna make the play, leaving us with our top 4 squads. And it seems like North Carolina State University and this Texas squad does back away. Take a look at our map real quick. Circle ending in Al-Habar. Beck going to be spotting out Bonsguard up there on the hill. Going to be taken down pretty low, but not out quite yet. Wendell going to knock Kingdom as he was trying to rotate into the zone. Bonsguard, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get this res off. These guys have had a long way to go in the zone here. Play area is restricting, but Nomad will have breath. Bonsguard looks like he's going to get the res. Nomad was really the only one who had an angle on that. But they are going to have to push in here, as this zone will push in 15 seconds. Kingdom Play is trying to get to the cover as well. Bonsguard, both players taken down fairly low. How much health do they have? They still got some med kits for themselves, so they're not doing too bad in that department. Frodo's trying to push up here as Kingdom Place goes down to Arctic Wolf. There's actually 2 squads just focused in on Bonsguard and Kingdom. If you're wanting to keep points away from players, just go down to the zone here. And they both will fall to the North Carolina State University. back to our top two squads again. Beck, Arctic Wolf, and Winlow versus Sneak Attack, Barnes, Culpepper, and Frodo. And I forgot about Nomad, actually, who is still alive here as a solo. He's trying to get through this circle, hugging that wall for cover. And actually has a favorable zone position, but does Frodo spot him out? Frodo does not spot out Nomad just yet. The play area is closing in. Nomad's trying to make his way towards the wall. Maybe he can sort of edge creep, but Beck gonna be in some trouble here as he starts to get surrounded by this Concordia squad. Flashbangs coming out, Molotovs coming out as well. Beck just waiting for one of the squad members from Team 8 to blow open that hole. Nomad still alive. Dr. Winlow on the case. Gonna try and lob a Molotov, and Nomad is gonna win that exchange there, bringing NC State down to 2 players. Looking like a victory in the making for this Texas squad. Beck does take down one with him. It will be Sneak Attack, but he should be rezzed. Arctic Wolf and Nomad Wrath, the only 2 surviving members of their team. Arctic Wolf actually going to try and make this play here. But Nomad Wrath does a good job of exchanging. We're going to get exchanged by Frodo. Nomad Wrath going to be able to secure the 2nd place position unless he can pull out a miracle. As all of Team 8 fires off the victory celebration and ends game 4. Frodo coming in with 2 kills, Sneak Attack with 1, Morns with 1. You got your 2nd place team, Nomad Wrath and UCF in 2nd, and Beck with 3 kills. Sorry, with 4 kills. And that will do it for game number 4, week 1 of Collegiate PUBG. Want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, NACL and the Wolverhampton Wolves, for sponsoring this season. Just a reminder, these players are playing for a chance to play on the Wolverhampton Wolves esports team, as well as $1,000. So congrats to these teams for making their mark in week 1. There are 4 more weeks in the season. Stay posted to our Twitter for any updates regarding the season, as well as our Discord. Please make sure to follow us, and we'll see you guys next week.